Hey there, folks. Today was HTML Day. You can find out more about that at HTML Energy, HTML.energy. So it's kind of fun. All right, that's enough. Check it out if you want to. If not, here we go. Let's do today's CSS Battle. And what have we here? A few different ways to do this. I find myself wanting to do all of this. So the temptation is to do this with borders. I don't think that's the right approach. That doesn't mean it's the wrong approach. So let's use. I'm going to use my GitHub plugins. In this case, the blank template, which creates a paragraph element that does what I want, and I'm going to start it the way that I think is wrong, but maybe it'll work. Border 20 pixels, solid white. Okay, and then let's put margins on the body element, and we don't need a background, and normal margins we want probably this is like a 160, and that's 0, and that's 40. Okay, and then we increase this number. We just push 8. Get a standard if you watch these videos, using the margins to push in on the size of things. Pretty standard technique. 4, 5, 60, 162. There we go. That's how you get that square. And I think we're too tall. Yeah, we're too tall. So probably 80. I guess 80 is the height. Okay. So we can. So box shadow won't work. I think we all know it's not going to work. Box shadow, or it won't work alone. So if we do what, 30 pixels, right? We can get the shape, but then we don't have the cutout is the issue. I guess we can get a little bit of information if we do, what is it, 50, 60, 60 is the offset. So 60, 60. And of course that's a plain well, if we've got that, I think we need to make another element, and that element doesn't have a box shadow. So we've got a few. So if we do the second element, so P plus P, and we do border none, and then we adjust those margins, and probably those numbers are going to be flopped. So instead of cutting and pasting like I normally do, I'm going to do what, minus 20, and then 102, 0, 162. Okay, and then increase 100. Okay, and then push this over more. I guess this needs to be like 20, 30. And I guess I need a background. Background is this dark color. This is, I'm not super crazy about it, but I mean, we might be able to make it work. Oh, and let's make this red so we can really see precisely what it is we're doing. There we go. So we're way wrong on the margins here. 40, 1, 30, 20. Okay, 122, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Okay, and then now we set that color. And we want to make sure that we don't have a box shadow as well. So we need to zero out the box shadow. Box shadow, none. And this is an approach. And it's all right. It's all right. There's nothing wrong. It's a perfectly acceptable way to do this. It is 100% matched. Let's minify and replace and submit. But what was in my head? Oh, I guess we have another option. Interestingly enough, if I remove this element, remove the second, well, let's undo a few things. And rather than doing the undo of the box shadow and that, and not do a box shadow, what would it take to move this into place? So probably I've just, I made it harder on myself by, okay. Okay, so then this is what, 102 and then 162, and then that's what's overlaid. So how? So if I scale this, what, -1, and then I do a clip path, it's not unreasonable. 0, so it's how many coordinates? It's going to need 5. It's going to be a pentagon. So 0, 0, 100%, 0, 100%. Let's say 60 pixels, 50%, 100%, 0, 100%, and that might work. Now we might have a little edge there that's a little funky. Let's see if that's 100%. It might not be. So what did we do? We flipped it upside down and backwards, and that's 99.9%. So that's the problem with that approach, is that we've got a little bit of extra there. So if I do, what, 70? Yeah, how about 65? And then have this be, what, 55%? 45, 55, 60? Oh, no, not quite. So see how that's bleeding through. It has to be done very precisely, right? That's, I think, the lesson there. So as much as that, it's not a bad solution. It's just not a great one. Yeah, I don't like that. I mean, we got 99.9%, and I guess I need to, if I'm going to do this, less extreme values here. 49, 50. I guess I need to know what this point is precisely to think through what that is. Anyway, so what if we didn't do that? What if we didn't do that? What if instead of using this order, we did the background as white? And we gotta include the K in background or it won't work at all. And I'm gonna not do anything with the second one. Okay, and then we need to make it taller because it needs to be, we need to account for the margins that we just removed. 120, great. And there's the default of what we get with the second one. So now let's do, so instead of color, -C is white. Okay. Bar background is -C. Okay. And then box shadow is bar 60 pixels, I think we know, is the, so the shadow S. Is this sufficient? No, it's not. It's not looking great. It's another option. So there's that shadow. Okay, so then the second one, I'm going to set the color to red, and then I'm going to use, and then that offset, I don't think it's going to be 60-60. I think it's going to be, what, more like well, I think we can sort it out. It's going to be from here, which is what, 130, to here, which is 190. Oh, so it might be 60 pixels, maybe. It's possible. And then so let's do the margins. Do the margin thing again. Minus 30. 1020162. Oh, and I think I need to change the height too, don't I? Yeah, I do. Oh, and I don't need those numbers that have flopped at all. I need much different numbers. So 40, 50, 80, 80 minus 100. Yeah, okay. And then this number is less. 5, 4, 3, 2. Great, and then this is greater by 30, now by 60. 190 is too much, 180 is correct. Oh, and we need a height change. Height is 30. No, it's not 100. Why would it be 100? It wouldn't be 100. It would be like 80. There we go. And then we don't need, that color is going to be the blue. And yeah, 60 pixels is fine. We don't need a variable for that because the offset is the same. So 60 pixels, and then the color. Set the height, and because of my habits, var margin, and then dash m is for the margin. And then the height can be variable as well. var dash h for height. And then this is dash h. It adds, that certain amount. Let's submit that and see if we're got it. We might. I don't know. Yeah, minify, unit replace, and that's it. I've done it. I'm not even sure how many times I've done it. Too many times. Done it too many times. Time for dinner. Yeah, so that's it. So the top solution is what? This guy here, which was background, border, 20 pixels, a box shadow, and then the second one is border none. And I guess we could do, we could do different ways to short circuit the colors and differences there. Might be able to yeah, no, that still sticks. So this is our top solution. Many other ways to do this one for sure. Yeah, that's it. I hope your HTML day was good. It was good for me. Just got back from the beach. Be good to yourself, be good to each other, and go make a web page. Make a web page. It's HTML day, or it was August 2nd, 2025. All right, bye-bye.